In the realm of online entertainment, a storm brewed. The show India's Got Latent found itself at the center of controversy. It stemmed from a remark made by Ranveer Allahabadia, a prominent figure on the show. His comment, directed at a contestant, touched upon the sensitive subject of parental intimacy. Public reaction was swift and severe. Legal actions followed, igniting a debate about the boundaries of free speech in the digital age. The incident drew attention from various corners of society. The media extensively covered the controversy, dissecting the comment and its implications. Social media became a battleground of opinions, with some condemning Allahabadia's words, while others defended his right to express himself. The controversy spilled over into the legal arena as well. Lawsuits were filed, alleging that the comment had crossed the line of decency and caused harm. The situation brought into sharp focus the tensions between freedom of expression and the need for responsible communication. The India's Got Latent controversy serves as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding free speech in the digital age. It highlights the speed at which online content can spread and the potential for even a single comment to ignite widespread outrage. The incident also underscores the need for individuals to exercise caution and responsibility in their online interactions, recognizing the power of words to influence and offend. The controversy surrounding India's Got Latent is a microcosm of the larger debate about freedom of expression in the digital age. It raises important questions about the boundaries of acceptable speech, the role of online platforms in moderating content, and the legal implications of potentially offensive online communication. As India navigates its digital future, these questions will only become more pressing. At the heart of this debate lies Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A guarantees the fundamental right to freedom of speech and expression to all citizens. This right is not absolute. Article 19, Clause 2 outlines reasonable restrictions that can be imposed on this freedom. These restrictions are in the interest of safeguarding various aspects of public life. These include the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality, contempt of court, defamation, and incitement to an offense. The Constitution recognizes that the right to free speech is not unlimited. It must be balanced against other competing interests. This is where the concept of reasonable restrictions comes into play. The restrictions outlined in Article 19, Clause 2 are not exhaustive. The government has the power to impose additional restrictions if they can demonstrate that such restrictions are necessary in a democratic society. The restrictions on freedom of speech under Article 19, Clause 2 are subject to judicial scrutiny. The courts play a crucial role in ensuring that any restrictions imposed on free speech are justified and proportionate to the objective they seek to achieve. The Supreme Court of India, in numerous judgments, has emphasized that the right to freedom of speech and expression is paramount in a democracy. However, it has also upheld the validity of reasonable restrictions when they are necessary to protect other legitimate interests. The balance between freedom of speech and reasonable restrictions is a delicate one. It requires careful consideration of the competing interests at stake. The courts play a vital role in upholding this balance, ensuring that the right to free speech is protected while also safeguarding other important societal interests. The Supreme Court's interpretation of Article 19 is crucial in understanding its application. In the landmark case of Shreya Singhal versus Union of India in 2015, the court provided clarity on the scope of permissible restrictions. The case involved Section 66A of the Information Technology Act, which criminalized sending offensive messages online. The court struck down this provision as unconstitutional. It deemed Section 66A too vague and broad, violating Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A. The court, in its judgment, emphasized the importance of clear and specific laws when it comes to restricting fundamental rights. Vague and overly broad laws like Section 66A create a chilling effect on free speech. They give the government excessive power to censor dissenting voices. The court recognized the potential for abuse and misuse of such laws. The Shreya Singhal case highlights the importance of judicial review in protecting fundamental rights. The Supreme Court's willingness to strike down a law that it deemed unconstitutional, even if enacted by the legislature, demonstrates the judiciary's commitment to upholding the Constitution. This case serves as a reminder that the fight for freedom of speech is an ongoing one. It requires constant vigilance and a willingness to challenge laws and practices that infringe upon this fundamental right. The Shreya Singhal judgment set a precedent for future cases concerning online speech. It underscored the need for narrowly tailored laws that target specific harms. The judgment also reiterated the importance of proportionality. Any restriction on free speech must be proportionate to the legitimate aim it seeks to achieve. Another landmark judgment that sheds light on this delicate balance is S. Rangarajan versus P. Jagjivan Ram in 1989. This case involved the banning of a film deemed critical of a political leader. The court, in overturning the ban, emphasized that freedom of expression cannot be suppressed unless it poses a clear and present danger to public order. The court stressed that the anticipated danger should not be remote or far-fetched. This judgment provided significant protection for artistic expression. It established a high threshold for justifying restrictions on creative works. The court recognized the importance of context in assessing whether a particular expression poses a threat to public order. It held that merely causing annoyance or displeasure does not constitute a valid ground for restricting speech. The expression must incite violence or have a proximate and direct nexus with public disorder. This judgment underscored the principle that the mere possibility of unrest cannot be used to stifle dissent or criticism. The S. Rangarajan case is particularly relevant in today's context, where social media has become a powerful tool for both expressing and suppressing dissent. The judgment serves as a reminder that the right to freedom of speech encompasses the right to criticize and challenge those in power. It emphasizes that the government cannot resort to censorship simply because it disagrees with a particular viewpoint. These judgments, along with the India's Latent controversy, highlight the ongoing debate in India regarding the boundaries of free speech. They underscore the judiciary's role in interpreting constitutional provisions. The judiciary acts as a guardian of these freedoms, ensuring that restrictions are justified and do not stifle legitimate expression. It is a constant balancing act. The courts play a vital role in navigating this complex landscape. They ensure that the principles enshrined in the Constitution are upheld in practice,